We're back live from the EMF Center in Towson, Massachusetts. Towson, Maryland. That's Jen McLaughlin, Baltimore's finest. All right, we got a much closer handicap match here. Going to be one pin that Nestor's Nuts will be given against the High Rollers. David Smith. I need the ones from last time.
Blue or the black?
Our teams. Yeah, the blacks. Spare there from Dylan. That's Tyler Smith, the number 2 bowler. We got David Smith up first, a 114 average. He put up a 10. Jimmy Nestor bowling first for Nestor's Nuts had a 9. This is Stephanie St. Jean. She's going to get an 8 out of that. That was her third ball. Third bowler, Tommy Wood. Oh, just by on the 9 drop. Spare bid. We're going to see Josh Lowell in the number 3 slot. And that's a 10 for Tommy Wood. Lowell misses the head pin, but leaves a rail, the 136. Those go at a 50% rate in Candlepin. I assume a little higher here in the Duckpin land where the pins are bigger and the balls are bigger. Pins are wider. They're not bigger, they're wider. Lowell delivers on his mark, spare. We saw 1 spare for the High Rollers.
Thank you, Best.
Out of the number 2 slot. That's the first one for Nestor's Nuts. Lowell, big victory for the Nestor's Nuts in the first match. This is a round-robin tournament. There are 12 teams with an 80% handicap in 4 different bowling centers.
Yes.
You guys are going to be moving around. You have matches tomorrow morning and then tomorrow evening.
Yes.
But you'll be going against all these guys in 3 different houses, I guess.
Yep, that is correct. Some divisions are in, say, Southwest, twice 2 out of 3 shifts.
Oh, okay.
Different areas of the house because that's 40
Yep.
lanes.
All right, no good on the spare bid from Nate Fontaine. Fontaine just put up a 147 a few minutes ago in match 1. A 160 from Ryley Burdett, who you see in next. Those two delivering 307 between them. Clearly the reason that Nestor's Nuts won. So this is Dylan Hanshaw, 133 bowler for the High Rollers. High Rollers seem to be mostly from Walkersville. Yeah, all them out of Walkersville. Jen, where's Walkersville from? Okay. Delivers that one right of the object, leaving the 1-2-5. And here's Ryley Burdett, fresh off his 160 performance. Good miss there. That's a difference of 1 pin from what. Dylan connects on the side saddle triangle.
Just northeast of Frederick.
Okay, so Walkersville is northeast of Frederick, Maryland. Sport of duck pins, very popular in Maryland, also in bit in Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Rhode Island. See some houses in Virginia. We have 84 teams here from across the Northeast. Jimmy Nestor, who had a 9 in the first, finds the head pin and a strike. Nestor with a 99 in the first string. David Smith on the head pin leaves a brutal 6-7 split. He's got a little tiny bit of an angle, but it's a tough one. Maybe a 10 degree, 15 degree angle. He's got to send that one all the way back. Stephanie St. Jean, we're bowling ball for ball here. Pops 3 from the corner. So as you look at the scoreboard ahead, you'll be able to tell who's bowling. Bowler 1 is still bowling for the High Rollers out of Walkersville. David Smith's bid for a 10 comes in right on it. So Smith, whose average is 114, has 20 in his first 2 trips. Now brother Tyler Smith, I assume he's a brother. He had a spare in the first. That is a 2 fill on the half Worcester lead. Probably not known as the half Worcester in duck pins. Is a pocketful candlepin story about a Worcester team meeting a Boston team in a championship. First bowler from Worcester threw that ball, and the guy from Boston said, "You're already halfway back to Worcester with that one," and it stuck. Story from about 100 years ago. Big third ball coming up for Tyler Smith, who's at 12 after 1, the spare 2. The number 3 bowler, Josh Lowell, filled with 8 and will be opened. Big out ball there for Tyler Smith. Managed to get a 9 out of that. 6 or 7 pins standing. Lowell will take 9 himself. The number 3 bowler now for the High Rollers out of Walkersville, delivered. It's Tommy Wood, the C bowler. He has a 126 average. Nate Fontaine comes in with a 132 average. Threw a 147 in his first string a few minutes ago. Nope, that's a half Worcester. Punch through the 3-9. Beautiful spare there. That one for Tommy Wood.
Are you on this team? No, you're in the high roller. I'm just trying to be polite. Bob is the candlepin bowler for us. And he's in town visiting.
Nice. All right. Fontaine has a mess. 1, 4, 7, and 6. Taps the head pin, but gets a 7. 17 through 2 for Fontaine. Match is fairly tight. 80 pins for the high rollers, 91 for Nestor's Nuts. Hits are 2-1. A pair of spare hits for the high rollers. A strike fill coming for Nestor's Nuts. Two teams still not even. Ryley Burdett. First delivery in the second is on the head pin. Collision, but that's the 5 and 7 leave. Spare fill off the head pin for Dylan Handshoe, but he gets 8. Good action. Oh, what a piece! Ryley Burdett sent it over, just missing. No problem for Dylan. As you can see, this is like the AMF scoring system here. Does not tally marks. There are 2 marks hanging for the high rollers out of Western Maryland. 1 mark hanging for Nestor's Nuts, the Candlepin Crossover squad. We'll be following them around tonight. Though it is a 3-pin lead on the board, it's a 7-pin lead for the away team, who's also getting a pin. David Smith delivers left side of the head pin, hits it thin, leaving the 3-6. Jimmy Nestor on a strike. 3-step approach, on it! Back, almost a double. You see the way that those duck pins fly. Nothing like it in Candlepin. The ball is much heavier than the pins. You see that causes a lot more action. Jimmy looking for a 20 box here and a spare on strike. He's right on it. Jimmy struggled in the first, but with a 99, he's carrying the highest average on the team, 136. That was a 10 for David Smith for the Walkersville team. Now Tyler Smith's going to go up head-to-head with Stephanie. On it! 5 pins still stands. Stephanie at 18 after 2. Going to have to hit reset. Or no, the pins roll away. The gutters have conveyor belts to take things away on this sport. Every once in a while you see a spare occur where a ball's in the gutter. It's swept past a 7-pin or a 10-pin. Spare is good for St. Jean. She had a triple strike in the first string of the day. Speaking of strikes, Tyler Smith delivers with a 25.5 mile an hour fastball. A nice speed for a Candlepin bowler. A very, very good speed for a Duckpin bowler. Strike! Josh Lowell matches the strike from Tyler Smith. And, a 1-5. Ouch. 1-5 on a spare fill. The cruelest of all fates. He'll only take 12 with a perfect ball.
It appears that the scoreboard will tell you after your first ball what happens to trajectory the second ball.
Yes.
That's AI.
That's 10 pin logic. So, oh, good 10 out of that.
Speaking of 10 pin,
Tommy Wood's seen the split before. There are a lot of 10 pins in this house.
speaking of 10 pin, it's a crowded night at
Yeah.
the house. People
It's
are having a good time with their families.
Friday night. Okay. Nate almost connected on that baby split. Half Worcester here. Nate Fontaine, 27 through 3, looking for his first mark. Going one at a time in Duckpin. One box at a time. This will be the third ball for Colby Smith. Takes a 9. He's at 27 after 3. Brings up the anchor bowlers now. Ryley. Ryley Burdett. Good lead, missing the head pin. Dylan Anshu. Anshu had spares in the first and the second. Open here in the third. It gives a good bid. But he's at 35 through 2. Ryley Burdett looking to convert on the 1-3-6 with a spare. They're trying to clear pins. There's a pin way in the back, had to be cleared by rule. We'll maybe do 3. We'll do 3. On it, spare for Ryley, who threw a 160 in the first string. Now on the board with his first spare in the second. He's at 29 and a ball through 3. 4 marks on the board for Nestor's Nuts, just 1 for the high rollers. The difference is the high rollers are leading by 5 pins, but that's minus 3 hits. So virtual lead is for Jimmy Nestor's team. Speaking of Jimmy Nestor, here he is. 56-year-old out of Worcester, down the middle. Not only does he get the split to break up, he also gets the 2-pinner to trickle into a 1-pinner. That was on a spare, so 48 through 3 for Jimmy Nestor. Already more than halfway to his score from the first string. Still have a pin to clear on lane 7. I think they're concerned about the sweeper can't touch it because it's way off to the left, so they have to throw a ball while the sweeper is moving. Here it is. It's a ballet. I've seen it done at duck pins a few times. One of the biggest differences between a veteran bowler is his ability to clear the lane like that. Now with the pins reset, both bowlers are on a 9 drop. The first, David Smith Taking aim at the 7-pin. Nope. He'll be open after it's his second 9-drop. Jimmy Nestor can't take his. So after the 9 filled 48 for 48 in the third, Nestor's shooting to get to 58 through 4, which is 18 over. Yep, he's 18 over. Meanwhile, David Smith is at 40, right at his box through 4. Score overall, Nestor's Nuts have a 4-pin lead. Plus 2 hits, two spare fills. Great ball from Stephanie St. Jean. Looking for her first spare.
If there was a heady back nearby, I would hit it right now.
Tyler Smith has 9 on his strike fill. Stephanie St. Jean has a spare.
That's how you do it.
And
That's how you hit that shot. We got a new one.
Tyler Smith now at 49 through 4, 9 over. Josh Lowell on a strike. Stepping up for Nestor's Nuts in white jerseys. Playing against a team of bowlers out of Walkersville, north of Frederick, Maryland. Six on the first ball. Nice head pin. Leaves a setback. That's the 5, 6, 10. Tommy Wood bowling for the Walkersville squad. Lowell still on the spare fill. Love to fill this with 2 more. That's all he could get. I said 2 because that was all he could realistically hope for without a ball bouncing off a wall. Good 18 though on that, and he's at 45 through 3. His team extending its lead. Which is now 22 plus fills. That 9 brings Tommy Wood up to a 41 through 4. He had 1 mark. Nice 9 drop for Nate Fontaine. Bowling for Nestor's Nuts, the Candlepin Crossover team. That's why we're here. Bob Lee from the Candlepin Bowling Network. Sitting beside Jen McLaughlin. Lives down here in Baltimore. My host, that's right. Just a pure coincidence that Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Nate for the spare now on the 7-pin. Yes! He had a little bit of right to left spin, just enough to catch it. Fontaine, it's a big finish in the last string. Has his first mark. He's at 37 and a ball. Through 4. Colby Smith, one of the 3 Smiths on the high rollers. Had an impossible split, but converts with a couple of good single pins. He's at 37, looking for his first mark. Now our anchor bowlers, Ryley Burdett and Dylan Henshaw. Ryley comes in with a 123 average and a half Worcester on that one. Henshaw sends ducks flying, but That looks like the 4-6. He's wearing All-American. Can't see a brand on those. They look like standard Dexters, maybe. 4-6, probably about as hard to make as anything. Third ball is wide. That'll be a 7. 2 on the fill is the tough one there. And he's at 38 through 4. Ryley is. Okay, now through four completed boxes. Score is 224. 234 to 220. Plus 2 hits for Nestor's Nuts. It doesn't register the spares. As you look at the scores above you on the screen, it does not register those spares. Jim Nestor, the leader among bowlers right now at 58 through 4. Back on the head pin. Swinging, but not quite picking up the strike. He'll hit the pin sweeper. That one got away from David Smith. Nestor is going to pick him, so that's 2 9-drops in a row. He's missed his spare. But he's keeping pace. That'll be a 9 for Nestor. He's left 2 pins standing. Fills of 10 and 9 on his 2 marks. That means he's at 67. And a 10 for David Smith. Big strike on spare. The 5 was the last to fall for Stephanie St. Jean. It's up a 20 box. She's had 2 spares in a row, fills of 9 and 10 on them. And her strike fill coming. 67 and a ball, and 2 balls. She's passing her boyfriend's mark. Josh Lowell now bowling for Nestor's Nuts. As Tyler Smith will take it 8, he's at 57. 2 marks. Strike on! 2 in a row for Nestor's Nuts. Lowell, who is open in the 4th, has a strike. He also had a spare in the 1st and a strike in the 3rd. Now at 64 and bonus balls. Beautiful pitch there. Tommy Wood. You guys bowling in that order? Uh-oh.
It's the first 3, right? But then he bowls 4, he bowls 5.
So it's Colby and Dylan? Okay. So we have been notified that we've been calling the 4th and 5th bowlers for the high rollers, confusing them. Our apologies to them. But that was Tommy Wood with a 10. He's at 51. Nestor's Nuts now opening up a moderate lead. The strike fill's coming. It's like about 20 pins. So, with our correction, this is Dylan Henshaw. He's in the number 4 slot, and Colby Smith is in the 5th slot. Are you Smith's brothers? Are you?
We're brothers.
That's your dad? Thank you. There's a nice pitch. And that's the first spare for Dylan Henshaw. Eight, 9 drop from Ryley Burdett. Now this is Colby Smith. So Colby Smith carries a 129 average. Spare is good for Ryley Burdett. And this next pitch from Smith for a 10. He's at 63. His team is at 258. It is a 10. It is a 30-pin lead plus two strike fills for Nestor's Nuts at the half. Make it 29 with the handicap. Candlepin Bowling Network's bonus coverage of the adult challenge matches of Maryland. They're being held at 3 different houses tonight, or four different divisions and 3 different houses. There's actually 84 teams bowling, which I mean, in divisions of 12, so that doesn't even add up. We're learning more about the game as we go along. Jimmy Nestor will be open. His 3rd ball coming up. Nestor gets a 10. David Smith with a 9. Lead is 31. Stephanie St. Jean, 67 on a strike through 5. Tough 5-7. She had that in the first. It's good for a fill, though. Jean sends it left, but not quite wide enough. St. Jean takes 9, and after the 9 fill, to be at 76 in the 5th, she's at 85. Leading by 19 over Tyler Smith, one of the 2 Smith brothers playing with their father. out of Walkersville, Maryland. Josh Lowell finds the head pin a little thin. Leaves a little bit of the back row there. That looks like the 7. That's a 7-9. No, 7-5-6 maybe. That's a weird one. Haven't seen that leaving Candlepin before. Josh's. The 5 and the 6 are in the middle row of the pins. Oh, nice pitch. The high rollers there. Tommy Wood. So Josh Lowell sits at 79, is 19 over behind 3 marks after 6. Tommy Wood is right at his number, 60 through 6. Tommy Wood carries a 126 average. He's not happy being even right now on his box. He wants to be 26 over through the next 4. Keep up the things. Nate Fontaine with a beautiful 9 drop. He converted on one of these in the 4th. Takes aim at the 2-pin. Just a little bit. See, his ball does break right to left. That one was headed at the edge of the pin and spun off. No problem for Dylan Henshaw. Dylan now with 2 marks in a row. That 9 fill tightened things up quite a lot. In fact, I'd say the lead has changed after the strong performance of Dylan Henshaw. And a 9 drop there, but Colby Smith. Ryley just catches the left side of the head pin. Results in a 9 drop. Oh! That opportunity got away from Smith. One of the Smith brothers. Not a problem. Ryley Burdett, a 123 average, coming off a 160 game in the first string. Now has 3 marks here, 67 in a ball through 6. He's 7 over and counting. Okay, now the scoreboard has been updated. It's showing Nestor's Nuts with a lead again. They were doing some electronic spare bid is no good for David Smith. Yeah, they're showing, so right now we're showing a 46 pin lead for Nestor's Nuts. Nestor's wide on his spare bid. and that does add up. Just added up all the scores myself, and it does look like the scoreboard has it 370 to 324. Nestor's Nuts, both teams with one spare. Now a strike for the high rollers. So that lead that they're sitting around 46. Stephanie St. Jean was open. Seven on the first pitch for Tommy Wood. So if you're looking at the scoreboard, you saw that the AMF screen claimed that you could make that shot by placing your ball right between the pins. That ball would have to have been an 8.5 inch wide ball. Not really possible in Duckpin or Candlepin. This is the Candlepin Bowling Network. I'm Bob Lee. We're watching a Candlepin Crossover event. The Candlepin team from Central Massachusetts down here in Towson, Maryland. One of 84 teams competing for the Adult Challenge Matches, Maryland's premier handicap bowling event. $35,000 in prize money on the line here. The teams have put up $50,000 in entry fees. Bowling is taking place all weekend in 3 different houses. Right, Josh Lowell left on both of his first 2 pitches. Henshaw got a 7 fill. Good bid on the 5-7-8. Great 10 for Lowell. He's now at 89 through 7, 19 over. You can see the high rollers have gotten out. They're now 1 bowler ahead. The number 5 bowler steps up for them. Number 4 bowler, Nate Fontaine, bowling for the Candlepin Crossovers. Nestor's Nuts. Oh, 1-5. Good news. He missed his spare bid, so it's not it's not a terrible fill. It's just a terrible first ball. A very good first ball that turned into a terrible scoring first ball for Fontaine. Oh, great bid. Took the hardest ones out. Leaving a triangle on the left. Nate Fontaine. Good 10 off the spread eagle plus 2 talons. Hit the 1-5. He's now at 72. Behind 1 mark, he's got 3 splits. Jimmy Nestor is bowling ahead. His first ball in the 8th. And this is Ryley Burdett finishing up his string in he's finishing up his 7th box. Burdett has 3 spares, including 1 in the 6th. So this is a fill ball. Delivers, gets it to break up. It was looking like that was going to be a half Worcester, but it made a good miss. Jimmy is just off on the baby split. Wanted to get that ball to squeeze between the 1 and the 4. Usually ricochets when you hit it on the edge. No spare. This time the Burdett Now trying to pin out with ball 3. If you join us from the world of 10 pin, we throw 3 balls, both in candlepin and in duckpin. There's a 10. 83 through 7. Now we'll subtract Nestor's 9 from the total. $424, and then we'll add 20 to their totals to $377. So that puts the lead at about 45 pins or more. Handicap is 1. The high rollers are getting 1 pin. Team handicap 621 for the high rollers and 620 for Nestor's Nuts. So Nestor's Nuts will be getting the pin. Big spare for Stephanie St. Jean. Good job.
I've been clean. I can tell you it's more like Princess Spirit. Okay, no.
Jean. Okay. All right. St. Jean with her 4th mark. Now sits at 103 and a ball in the 8th. Lowell delivering 9-drop. Make another one. Another round. Taps it after going around the roundabout twice. Beautiful pitch there. That strike is all the way gone. Tyler Smith from the Smith brothers. Nice job. That is a double strike for Tyler. He's now at 86, 96 in bonus balls in the 8th. And this match is going to tighten right up after Tyler fills his double strike. Just right. Head pin gets swept from the back. Nate Fontaine now. Approaches are 15 feet long. Five-step approach for Fontaine. No luck there. Okay. Missed opportunity for Tommy Wood for the high rollers. There it is. That's a 10 though. Tommy Wood, a 126 bowler out of Walkersville. And that's a 6 for Fontaine. Fontaine lives now living in North Brookfield, Massachusetts. Walkersville, of course, in Maryland, where many of these bowlers are from. We'll see teams from Pennsylvania, Maryland. Maryland abounds, Pennsylvania and Connecticut and Massachusetts and Rhode Island in this set. Duckpins Unlimited will be covering the finals on Sunday. They've invited me to join for the call when the playoffs come. They've got a pretty good rig. I'm really looking forward to that. Just getting my understanding of the game. New match format. An 80% handicap. Spare bid, no good. That was for 10. And that's a 10 for Ryley. Two spares in the 8th box for Nestor's Nuts, and there's only one mark on the board in the 8th for the high rollers, but it is in the form of a double strike. So this one will tighten up quite a lot when those fills are made. See the scores at 449, 411. Through completed frames, but those hanging marks are going to make an enormous difference. All right, Nestor full on the head pin, but breaks up the split. David Smith, just on the edge of the left side, gets a 9 drop out of it. See, David Smith throwing a deliberate ball. That was to clear a pin. Nestor's going to have a look at his spare next. Right after he picks the scoreboard. Speed. Yeah. Nestor's spare is good. That's his 3rd mark of the game. Smiles back to his face. No such smile for David Smith. Misses on his 10-pin sleeve. Nestor's delivery was 22 miles an hour with the heavy ball. 17.5 miles an hour for David Smith. David, the father of the Smith clan, playing with his 2 sons, Tyler and Colby. David's average, 114. Tyler's 119. Colby's average, he's the anchor bowler, at 129. Speaking of Smiths, here's Tyler Smith, the 119 Smith, on the double strike. So that's a 26 box. Now look how the score changes. And a big spare for St. Jean. Great pickup on the spare on lane 7. Nope. So there'll be a 26 fill in the 7th and a 16 fill in the 8th on the double strike. Gets him up to 108, 28 over. Now the marks are all leaning toward Nestor's Nuts. Whoa! What a 10! He could have used that earlier. 4 pins fall. 118 through 9. You can see that for the moment, the high rollers have taken the lead in completed boxes, but in the incomplete boxes, we have all the marks are now Nestor's Nuts way. And there are 3 of them. Okay, Lowell open in the 9th, stands at 25 over, 105 after 8. Tommy Wood for a spare. Needed to just shave that one. Couldn't, nearly impossible shot. It's like trying to pick up the 5-10 with an additional sleeper. Boy, Wood has a sour look on his face, and you can see the red marks 1, 2. Those are indicating splits. Five splits in the last 7 boxes. For Tyler Smith. Sorry, for Tommy Wood. Fontaine is on it, and the strike. Nestor's nuts. Rally continues. They seem to have escaped.
They coming in at 67 miles an hour.
It's coming in to replace your battery. You left it out in the cold. But let's see if it works. That one came across at 27 miles on the radar gun out of the hand. It slowed down to 21 miles an hour by the time it hit the pin. Got the Bushnell gun.
Sorry.
Oh, there's a strike. Keep hope alive. Colby Smith. All right, Riley's got the 136. He makes this. His team's gonna have about a 20-pin lead. It's on it, but too full on the head pin. Burdett. 3 marks in the first 8 is going to be open in the 9th. Nestor's nuts have 3 marks in the 9th frame. We're coming down to the end. Let's look at those scores now. 501 to 482 through completed boxes. But there's 3 marks on for Nestor's nuts, so we'll put that up to a 29-pin lead for Nestor's nuts. They're getting 1 pin, so let's call it a 30-pin lead for Nestor's nuts, plus a fill ball. Great pitch there. If you don't mind missing the head pin, you hit the 2-pin real well. David Smith had that big 9 drop, but couldn't complete it. 9 drop to the 10-pin in the 9th. That one's gone. That's a lemon drop. Right on it. Nestor had 2 marks in the 2nd and the 3rd. Now marking in the 9th and the 10th. Goes to 123. And a ball. Just needs a strike ball. He's on it. Oh, the pin's shot by the 10, but did not strike it. All right, looks like 6 on that fill. Should be a 129. Jimmy Nestor? Yes, thank you. Good. And that'll be a 10. Dave Smith, the senior of the Smiths. Stephanie releases it. Bit thin, takes out the front 3 pins plus the 9-pin. That's the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 left standing. A very thin blow on the head, but it didn't deserve that. Suddenly. Back, and no luck. Tyler Smith open in the 10th. Stephanie. Big 125 game. You see from the. That's a 134. Scores of 129, 134. The first two bowlers out of Nestor's Nuts. A 127 for Tyler Smith. Tyler, a 119 bowler. Josh Lowell punches the 2-9 or 2-8. Sorry, the half Worcester. High rollers running out of boxes. They do have that strike in hand from the final bowler, so they could still get up to 60 pins out of that slot. 50 pins in addition to what's on the board now. And that's a 10. And a 123 for Josh Lowell. .386 out of the top three bowlers on Nestor's Nuts. Nate Fontaine now on a strike. 88 through 9. Great ball, and it looked like a split ball, and one pin took out all four remaining. Crunching the 2 and the 4 fell together. The last to fall on that double strike. That'll seal the deal. Now have a 40-pin lead, plus bonus balls, and there are 20 pins in his hand. Even if everything else were a strike, that should do it. That will do it. 22 on the first of the strike balls, leaving just a glimpse of the hope. And a 19 on the strike in the 10th. So 41 in the last two frames for Nate Fontaine. They're fixing the scores. We'll see what the official score is. A lot of pin resets in this game, if you don't play with the wood down. Triangle in one, he gets, oh, he sent. That is Henshaw. Dylan Henshaw, almost with a great effort there. Great triangle in one, split pickup. Ends up with a 117 out of the 133 bowler. Not happy with that one. Nate Fontaine carrying a 132 average, had a 119 for Nestor's Nuts. Despite the heroics at the end, still under his average. But that lead is now 70, 60 for pins falling. And with that, there's no chance for the high rollers, even with a triple strike here. and there's no strike coming. So that will officially wrap things up. Nestor's Nuts moving to 2-0. Kevin, the big comeback victory in string one. This one, they had a decent lead all along. That's a spare on strike for Colby Smith. They'll pop 6 more onto that one. Looks like a 135. And it is official. Final score 617 to 572. Nestor's Nuts moved to 2-0 for the Candlepin Bowling Network. We're going to do at least one more tonight, and probably join you for a few more tomorrow, and then we'll see hopefully this team and others at the finals. Congratulations to Nestor's Nuts. And for everybody down here in Maryland, thanks for the hosting. We'll see you on the lanes.